More than a month after the earthquake, and the Sonkoshi hydroelectric plant is out of commission, awaiting repair. 13 plants across the country are thought to have been affected by the 7.8 magnitude quake on April the 25th, May's 7.3 magnitude aftershock, or both. It could take Sonkoshi months more to get back online.
It's been severely damaged. The bridge was damaged, the generator house, the hydro was damaged.
But there are other threats to the safety of these facilities.
What's interesting about the damage you can see here is that much of it wasn't caused in the earthquake. It was caused by flooding after a landslide which happened last year. It's a sign that the very geology which gives Nepal such potential for hydroelectric power also threatens it.
Further upstream, the Chinese company building this project stopped work on the day of the quake. But the government is telling would-be investors that this is just the time, after the big seismic event so long predicted, to put their money into Nepal.
That's what I tell the developers, because we haven't had earthquakes for the last 80 years. A big one happened now, so let's say, looking back at the history, every 70, 80 years big earthquakes have gone in Nepal, so hopefully they can be confident.
Pant says a landmark deal signed last year with India points the way. The agreement would see an Indian company build a 900 megawatt plant. Nepal would receive electricity from India in the short term and export it the other way in the long term. Hydropower expansion has long been the subject of political wrestling, not just over concerns about what it might do to the country's matchless natural environment, but also over fears that a sovereign resource will be sold down the river to a southern big brother.
Investment is not a problem. That's what I disagree with you.
Hydroelectric engineer and former water minister Deepak Gyawali says India would get regularized water flow, free, and electricity on the cheap.
If you export electricity, the factories are going to be set up there, not here. And our guys won't get jobs in their country. They'll have to go, well, they go to Qatar and Saudi Arabia and Malaysia right now, grinding their bones off. Well, they'll have to do that in India in 50-degree heat now.
Nepal uses just 1% of its estimated 82,000 megawatt hydroelectric potential. There's broad agreement that this powerful resource needs to be better harnessed as part of post-quake recovery. But just how that should be done remains a divisive issue. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, in the Botikoshi River Valley, Nepal.